All right, we'll start here, Andrew.
Max, we talked to you a couple weeks ago after you saw some action in the first game. How much did that action help you prepare now that because you had some live stuff out there after what happened a year ago? And were you even more comfortable when you were forced to go out there tonight?
Yeah, I think I was comfortable. I thought I was comfortable, the TCU game as well. I think I prepared, the same for TCU as I would, this week. It was, just keeping my mind in it, getting all the mental reps I can, and, trying to put my best foot forward when I get out there.
And as a follow-up, what do you do to move the chains for this team that it needs to be done in order to move the chains?
I just think we got to execute better. Come together as a team, listen to what the coaches are saying, put it all, into what coach is telling us, put it all in perspective, and just, come to work every single day and just move the ball. We got to do that.
You personally?
Me personally? I think I try to, keep doing what I'm doing, keep my mind in it, get as many, physical and mental reps as I can, practice every single day, whether that's watching film extra and, just, keep putting my best foot forward.
Adam?
For both guys, for Will and Max, where would you say you guys think you are now? The second game against a power conference team that was pretty lopsided loss. Obviously came in off 2 straight wins, but against like the power conference competition, where do you guys think you are now?
Yeah, it's not our job to think about where we stand in the outside world. We show up each and every week, focus on the opponent, and we did not do a good enough job out there today. I think we prepared well, not well enough, but we really just didn't execute. Like if you look down and you watch the film, it's one guy here and there not making the play that we need them to make, and it starts with every single player doing their job and us holding everyone accountable. But again, we're going to have a good bye week. We're going to get better all around, and then we're focused on the next opponent. And so we're not looking to where we stand against anybody else. Right now we're focused on ourselves.
Jeremiah?
Yeah, this one's Will. UCF did a lot of stuff kind of getting the ball on the perimeter. It's kind of got a lot of yards after the catch and things like that. What do you kind of think broke down for you guys defensively when it came to their yards after the catch ability?
Yeah, I think we were expecting them to do that, and we just didn't execute. We didn't tackle well enough. We didn't play fast enough, I don't think, on the perimeter. I think it comes down to the way we played, and we just, I think we prepared well in practice this week for it, and we knew that's kind of how they were going to hit us, and we didn't tackle well enough and didn't get off blocks. So I think it comes down to actually doing it, not just because it's about to come, you got to actually stop it.
Shelby?
Yeah. Just for other guys, obviously a lot of new players coming into the program. That's a lot of new teammates that you have to figure out how to bond with, play with, both on the defensive and offensive side. How much of that has maybe been hard and just kind of learning to communicate and work together?
Yeah, I think we just got to stick together as a team. I mean, we're all on the same team. We're in the same helmet. We're in the same emblem. We're all together, so that we have to choose to be together, choose to be closer, choose to support each other, and play complementary football.
Noah?
I was just
Yeah, follow up.
just if you had anything to add on the defensive end, like any kind of maybe communication issues you saw, or things you feel like you need to do better, like specific to communication.
Yeah, I would say everything needs to get better, but communication is for sure one of those things. But like Max is saying, we can take this loss and we can split apart. We can get closer together. I think I know we're gonna get closer together. So we're gonna use this loss for the good of the team.
Noah?
Max, we talked to after the TCU game a little bit about how hard it is to come into the middle of the game, get thrown in there. Can you just sort of expand on what it's like to just get thrown in and be like, all right, you're going in, and just start running the offense? Is that tough? Like, how is that for you?
I don't think it's tough. I think that if you're not prepared, then you're not going to be ready. But if you're prepared, then you're going to be ready. And I think that if you keep your head in the whole game and you're paying attention to what's going on, the calls, the defense, you're going off to the sideline watching the iPad, I think that your mind stays in the game, and I think that's what I was able to do.
What are some of the specific things that you do while you're on the sideline every possession with Gio or whoever with the offensive?
Yeah, I think it's just, hearing the calls in the headset, kind of just checking my wristband to see what the play is every single time, and trying to get a little bit behind the offense to see what the defense is doing. And then, when we come off to the sideline, talking with Coach Lombardi and kind of what's going on, what we need to do, and how do we need to attack them.
We got time for a few more. We're going to go to the row here.
Yeah, Max, how would you describe kind of the feel and emotion of the team on the sidelines during that second half and locker room total?
Yeah, I think we need to do a better job of sticking together and encouraging each other. That's kind of what we talked about at halftime was, hey, stay together, that's what we need. And I think that's going to be a main, focus point for us moving forward.
Yeah, quick follow-up. Do you feel like there's anybody on this team that's kind of stepping up as someone who's trying to ignite something in the second half or say something in leadership-wise?
I think, most guys are trying to, fill that role, and just whoever it is, and whether that's guys on offense, guys on defense, we all just got to, come together as a team.
Let's go to Andrew real quick.
This is for both of you, but the first part for Will. Does the open day come at a good time for you guys? In order to kind of maybe heal up a little bit and have a chance to hit a little bit of a reset button and fix some of those communication things you're talking about? And for Max, if in fact Gio is sidelined for a while, does the open day come at a good time for you to sort of be the QB1 and have some things maybe built around your skill set, which is different from Gio's? Go Will first.
Yeah, I mean, I think whenever you get a bye, if you use it for in a good way, I think it can be positive. I know I'm eager to get back out in the field and play again, but I think this bye will be really good, and I think we'll use it in a great way. And then again, to prepare for our next opponent, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, Greg. Sorry, yeah, I think that this week's going to be super helpful just for everyone to get healthy, kind of refocus our minds, just, encourage each other. We just came off a tough loss, and just being able to kind of bounce back this, this next week with the practices that we're about to have, and yeah.
I guess for what are kind of the emotions after a game like this, and how will you kind of, again, going off that, just use that bye week, and what's your mindset going into that bye?
Yeah, there's obviously a little bit of disappointment, right? We never want to. You play the game to win, and so whenever you don't win, you put in a lot of work, and so you're disappointed. But we have to do a great job of sticking together, and so I think moving forward, it's what do we got to fix, all right? How are we going to change the way we play if we don't change the way we practice or the way we communicate? It's like things got to change in how we prepare and how we perform and how we hold each other accountable. So. But I think emotionally, everyone's locked in. Everyone's still very motivated, maybe even more motivated now.
Let's go to Andrew here.
What kind of challenges did UCF's defense pose for you guys today?
Yeah, I thought they were in all the right spots. They played, some different coverages, cover two, man to man, and I thought they did a good job of, being physical. I thought our O-line did a good job of kind of holding up, for most of the game, and everyone, played well, but I thought they did a good job of just, being in the right spots, and I think their coaches coached them well.
Do you think the turnovers took out the momentum early for you guys?
I understand that we were in the red zone, and we got to have our antennas up while we're in the red zone. We got to get points, and it's of course it's frustrating to have a turnover down there, but at the same time we got to lock back in and get ready to go for the next drive.
Last one for Adam here.
Max, along those very same lines, what did you see as you were watching on the interceptions that Gio had in the first half, and did you get a chance to talk with him at all after he got hurt, even on the sidelines or back in the locker room after the game?
I think we were just trying to communicate with him and what I was seeing, and just trying to encourage him, to continue to lead the guys. And can you repeat the second part of the question?
Did you get a chance to talk with him at all on the sidelines after he got hurt or back in the locker room after?
I did not get to talk to him. I'm not really sure what the injury was, but I hope he's doing well, and hopefully I'll be able to talk to him pretty soon.
What did you, just to follow up real quick, what did you see on the pick where he's trying to get the ball to Caleb Hood and it got deflected? Like, just, can you maybe take us through that from your vantage point?
Yeah, no, I understand it was a play where, the receivers are blocking, we're blocking for a slant coming underneath. I thought it was a good play call, and, we should go out there and, execute, and, yeah.
Good stuff. Thanks so much, guys.